So we're here with Sherry. I'm sure you guys know that, and I'm Millie. And Sherry is doing a live signing tonight, and we're so excited you've tuned in. I'm going to be reading some of your questions. She's going to answer the ones that are not spoilers.
And for those who are wondering, Millie's one of the ladies who does our bulletin board on Facebook. So, or if you've been emailing, you know that she's the one that usually responds to you going, hang on, I got to go find Sherry.
I'm getting better. So, you ready to answer some questions while you sign some books?
Sure. Oh, yes, I could do that.
Start signing some books.
Wait, I have show and tell, though. You know,
Oh,
we have
all
some
right.
fun stuff. Like, Torch sent me Dead Men Walking.
The new book.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I get to torture people. I've already had like a fist fight at home for this. It's been fun. And then for
And
like,
that's coming out in...
you know, I should know this because it is
think
my
it's
child's
June.
birthday. No, May 9th.
It is May.
Because it's the baby's birthday.
So, all right.
And then we have like the people who ordered these, because I told you were going to get postcards. So we have the little postcards. And we have not my inhaler. I have to keep that because that's a bad thing if I don't. We have the nice little new
bookmarks.
Those are fun. I have my son's watch that he lost. I found it tonight. Finders keepers. You're not getting this back, buddy. I've been torturing my child. And then we have the,
Okay. We'll find
we have
one.
two. There are three, but I have two because I lose things. Yeah. My husband calls them Sherry droppings. There's no telling where I put that. Oh, well. Okay, sign a book.
So she's going to sign.
I'm signing a book.
And then first question we're going to start with is
I'm
from
multitasking. You're
Samantha
cool.
in Freedom, New
You're
Hampshire.
going to make me multitask? Okay.
Yep, here you go. Hi, Sherry. Thanks so much for taking the time to do this. You always go out of your way for the fans, and it's amazing. My question is,
Because I love y'all guys.
will Archon ever get to have a story where we get to see things from his point of view? I've always wondered this, how he could be so cruel when he's supposed to be the god of extreme patience and kindness. Love you.
Well, if he doesn't die. I have to have the disclaimer because, you know, if I don't and they die, y'all get really angry at me. I've learned this the hard way. So, yeah.
So that's because your characters tell you their stories and you don't
Yeah,
know.
I know, right? No, well, the way that comes from is, do you know the story? I don't think I've ever told Millie. Well, some of you know the story, some of you probably don't. Here in Nashville, I have what's called the Nashville Posse. And, yeah, it was hilarious. Years ago, they were sitting there going, Sherry, Kasim, I want that book. Oh, okay, sure. I'll do it because I had this whole idea. Had the setting, the plot. It's going to be awesome. And I told them for about 2-3 years, we're going to do the book. We're going to do the book. And then I wrote Seize the Night. He died. I cut his head off. I didn't do it. He did it. I didn't know. Yeah, it was terrible.
She has the pen, but they tell her what to do.
No, they're like my children. My children were supposed to be doctors and lawyers. I got one in art school. Yeah, love my children.
Well, that was an excellent way to start tonight from Samantha up in New Hampshire. It's probably cold up there.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Jamie in Glendale, Arizona, where it is not cold right now, says, did you ever imagine Simi and Nick getting together?
Yeah. Well, wait. Depending on what you mean. You mean like what has happened in the books? Yes. I knew that was going to happen. So, yeah. Yeah, I did know that. What is going to happen in the future I can't talk about because that's a spoiler.
No
and I've learned that you guys
tonight.
get really angry at me. So, yeah. No
Yep.
spoilers.
And while you guys are posting on Facebook and hanging out with us, watch your spoilers.
Yeah.
Y'all are pretty good. But
No, we get in trouble and we get angry emails and poor Millie has to answer them.
yes, we do. I do. I get all those.
You and Carl.
So Crystal.
and then I get grief from them.
Yeah. Crystal in St. Paul, Minnesota says, thank you. Do you think Maura and Saf will ever be a couple?
Maybe. I can't tell y'all that.
That's a spoiler, friends.
That is.
All
No.
right, little minions.
Don't you love the look on my face going,
She didn't want to say she couldn't tell you, but she really couldn't. So.
yeah, but that act, yeah, no. I
Can't do that one.
That's just kind of harsh, though. You know, you put a Nagelfari. Yeah, no, that's all kinds of wrong. Although it could be fun.
Yeah,
but
it could be fun. We get a lot of questions, Sherry, and you know this. A lot of your fans are looking for the TV and the movies that are coming. So Sharon in Beltsville, Maryland goes right to it. Are there any actors or actresses that you picture as characters from any of your stories or series? And if so, can you share which ones?
No, to me, you have to remember, well, God, the people, had I ever done it, would be so old now, that would be bad.
Because you
no,
knew these
'cause
characters in college.
Oh, no, well, Dark
Or
Hunter,
early.
well, the League goes back to when I was, hi, my childhood best friends were assassins. It says a whole lot about my childhood, doesn't it? Yeah. No, they'd be so old now. No, to me, they're each character. When I envision them, they're their own person. They have their own personalities, and yeah.
So they'll find the right one. But to update
That's
your
what's
fans
been, yeah,
about
that's
the
what's been so
TV.
hard, because they'll send me pictures of somebody, and I'll be like, no, and then they'll send me, well, go look at them in this movie, maybe. But then again, after I've saw, because I always default back to two characters, Legolas, Orlando Bloom. When they first told me that, I'm like, no way, he can't play that part. He was Legolas. I'm sorry, he was awesome. And then with Iron Man, when they told me Robert Downey was going to be Iron Man, because, Tony Stark all the way. No! Oh my God, I was that person. I didn't say it publicly, but my thought was like, no, it'll never work. I can't imagine anybody else playing it, so yeah. That was a long-winded, I am Southern.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Southern's good. So you are signing Born of Vengeance tonight.
I am. Oh, yes, signing Born of Vengeance. For those who are just joining us. And you can order it. There should be a banner. I can't see it, but I'm told that there's a magic banner over my head. I get to be like that person on TV.
That's right.
Right? Call this number now.
That's right. Click on that link and here you come.
Yeah.
Would you put a fold-out map or a character family tree in your books? Samantha from Silver Creek, Mississippi is asking that question.
We have a map in this one. Not in this one because it's not here yet. But when it comes out, there'll be a map in this one. In terms of family tree, that's kind of hard because they're not really related. They ain't that Southern. That family tree don't branch. Yeah.
All right. Right here from home, we have Viviana right here in Nashville. When are you going to start the second generation of these series?
Which
But
series?
she didn't specify which one, so pick a series and tell us that answer.
I have many.
You're already on the second generation, technically.
On which?
Dark
On a
Hunters.
couple.
Dark Hunter.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Nemesis.
Legacy. Yeah.
So,
when the kids grow up. It depends on the kid. Depends
There
on
we
the
go.
series.
all right. Okay, I do not know the answer to this one, so I definitely want to know. What does Duwad mean, and will we be getting Andarian, Reet, Trisana, etc. translation books or some sort of information page?
Trizani.
Sanctum Centella from Joyce in Monticello, New York.
Duwad means dude with a death wish, because we have military acronyms that I grew up with. Yeah. And actually, the Duwad was spelled differently, but the copy editor was like, no, you can't do it. That would be so confusing, and nobody will ever be able to spell it or pronounce it. So, yeah, but Duwad actually is one of those things that we grew up with because I was raised at Fort Benning with a whole lot of boys. And it means dude with a death wish. As for the problem, you would think it would be easy, right? To get a dictionary online.
No.
Thank you, Mary. But no, it isn't. So we're trying to get something live, but yeah, it hasn't worked yet.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
There's always a
We're
goal.
working on it.
There's always a goal to go for. At least they're noticing the languages.
That is true, and I love the languages because I worked very hard on them for a very long time. I can insult you in things you cannot look up. It's awesome.
Oh, how many more Dark Hunter series books do you see coming out? And that's from Kim in Williamsburg, Virginia, one of your favorite places.
I love Williamsburg. I want to be in Williamsburg.
Well, not right now. You have to be with them. But after
that
you're
is
done, you
true.
can be in Williamsburg.
That is true. I want to go to Williamsburg. I didn't get to go this year, and I'm very sad. Williamsburg, I want you. Well, I'm sorry. I totally forgot the question. Hi, I don't have ADD at all. Chicken.
How many Dark Hunter series books do you see coming?
Oh,
Because
I don't know,
Nick,
I
you
still
have
got-
Chronicles, you know, but Dark Hunter, you don't, right?
yeah, no, with Dark Hunter, I mean, when I did the series, God, with Kim Kardashian a billion years ago, I gave her the synopsis for 54 books, and I haven't even done 3 of those that were on that original list. So we
Wow.
got books for a while if I live that long, and I don't die.
No. Just like some characters.
I know, right? But if I do die, my son says he's going to tell you all about Savitar on eBay.
All right.
Love my child.
Tonight is the night of Samantha's. I've got one from
Ooh.
Grimsby, United Kingdom. So you
Ooh.
can try only
other
the good
place I wanna
accents,
go.
please. Which character, if you can choose?
I need subtitles. Wait a minute. If you're in the UK, I learned when I did my tour over there that I'm so Southern, y'all, that my whole job was to translate for my family, which is a scary part because I have the least Southern accent of anybody in my family. So, yeah.
So here's the question, as I made it all disappear. If you can choose, which character do you find that you most relate to in the League series? Or alternatively, so here's a multiple choice question. Where do you find your inspiration and drive for character motivations throughout the books? So who do you most relate to in the League, or where do you find your inspiration and character?
Who do I most relate to in the League?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That
making
was
that
good.
face. I know, I'm making that face. I relate to all of them. Yeah. I mean, none of them are me and all of them are me. So there's like, it would be wrong to say that there's no me in them because obviously there is, but. Oh.
So where does your inspiration come then? So you can help
From
our
them.
United Kingdom friends know.
From them. The
From
characters always guide me.
Okay.
It's like, my oldest son's now writing his first novel, and I love my child. It was so much easier when they were little and they stayed where I put them, and then they had to walk and talk. I don't know what this is about. But anyhow, so yeah, the son who is 20 now, and he walks like an elephant along my house. It is so bad that I have these lights on my bookshelves, and they are touch things. And he walks so heavily that it will turn them off and on. So it's like having a poltergeist. I'm trying to work, if you can imagine, to a light show. And I know
Yeah.
that Millie's seen it, so it's like. Anyway, so one day I hear the buffalo coming down. And he lays in the floor of my office and he goes, "Mom! Oh my God. I'm trying to write my book. I've got a character. He's supposed to be on this planet. I can't even get him in the spaceship. He's arguing with a character who's not even supposed to be in the book this time. I don't know what to do. They're going everywhere and I have no control. You have no idea how hard it is to write a book." No. No,
you
I
have
don't.
no idea, Sherry. None at all.
You should try doing it with an elephant stomping over your head. So, yeah. So, after I scraped him up off the floor, I said, "Son, welcome to parenthood. You're going to be a great father." And, yeah, no, I have no control over the kids. They are their own people. It's why Kazim is dead. And I have to figure out a way to duct tape his head back on so the Nashville posse doesn't kill me.
So those are good things to do. Duct tape is worth a lot.
Oh, my God. So, we had a fan who came to one of the conventions, duct taped around his neck. It was hilarious. He was so adorable. Which
See, he
I want
tried the
baby
duct
photos.
tape for
Yeah.
you. There you go.
I know him. He's expecting a baby now. Oh, and Les is having his baby.
Oh.
Les, I know you're not watching this, but yeah, I'm waiting for those photos.
Oh, hey, we have Success, and we have from Gainesville, Georgia, right up there north of Atlanta.
I know where Gainesville
V.
is. I got
Johnson.
family there.
Yeah,
I
V.
hope you
Johnson's
don't
on the
know.
phone. So here you go, Sherry.
Not my family.
Not your family.
Thank God.
V. Johnson is not from your family.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Oh my God,
Oh, I
I
better not
am
do that.
so fantastic. How are you?
Oh, just fine, sweetie. See, I can talk normal with you. You used to this.
Well, shoot, yeah, I'm from Georgia.
Oh, girl, no, I grew up down the street from you, honey. I used to go to UGA. Are you
Did
kidding?
you really?
Oh my God, you didn't know that? Yeah. I went to Milledgeville. Are you kidding?
That's right.
I was born at Benning.
Holy cow, I'm in Gainesville.
Yeah, I know right where you are. I drove through
Holy
78.
cow, that is so
Yeah.
cool. I have to tell you, I love you more than my luggage. I
Aw.
swear you are my absolute favorite author.
Oh, God
bar
bless you,
none.
baby. God bless you.
I did, I actually did have a question,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to know about the first story you ever wrote, and was it ever published?
Oh God, the very first one I ever wrote about was a little girl who killed her 8 brothers and got away with it.
Oh,
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I was 8 years old at the time. There was not from any wish that I might have had to kill the 8 boys who lived in my house.
Oh, definitely not.
There was no real life inspiration there at all.
No, yeah, not.
I
Fingers and
love my
toes
family.
crossed.
Exactly. Yeah, I love my family. Yeah, no, it was called, no, it never got published because, well, I was 8. But it's in crayon, so it's really cute, and it's illustrated. So you get to see like blood gushing out of the necks, and it was
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
I loved it.
I have 3 younger sisters. I totally
See?
understand this concept.
I know, right? I would still go to jail today for that. They'd be like, "Hey, my God!" I could just see this too, calling my mother in, going, "We need to talk about your daughter." My mother'd be like, "Well, I'm lucky she ain't done it yet." Because, honey, I could save on the groceries. I wish you'd get busy.
Preach on, sister, preach on.
That's right. Thin that herd, baby. Thin that herd.
That's right, darling.
Wow, I feel like I'm back in Valdosta. Oh,
Gosh, this is fantastic. This is
Oh,
awesome.
thank you, sweetie.
well, V, we hope you got your
Are
copy.
you going to release a new one, a new one in the Dark Hunter series anytime soon?
At May 9th. Wait, here we go. We have show and tell still.
That way.
Oh,
you
I'm
go.
sorry, I'm not on screen. Okay.
There you go.
There we go. There it is. Yeah. I forgot the name. Dead Men Walking. I don't title the books, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all can't take me nowhere, okay? Dead Men,
Well,
Dead
V,
Men Walking, May 9th.
V, we are so glad that you
There's a reason my
called.
mama did not call me Grace.
Oh, all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
Exactly.
I totally get it.
We hope you got your copy, V, and we
Oh,
are
I
so
am
glad that you
excited.
called
Oh,
in.
thank you,
Very
sweetie.
excited. I actually have every book in the Dark Hunter
Oh,
series.
bless you,
I have.
baby.
I absolutely adore them and reread them. I can quote them pretty much verbatim, but
Bless you. Thank you.
I fell in love with you. Honest to God, I got Acheron first.
Aw.
And fell in love with you, and literally from that point on, collected every book you've got.
Oh, bless you, baby. Thank you. That was a big one, too. I'm glad you liked it, because
Love you, love
if
you,
you
love
hated
you.
it, that would have hurt if you'd thrown it at me.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you what, by the time I got through with it, I didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or cuss like a sailor.
Well, there might be some of that in some of the upcoming books.
This
But
is a pleasure.
Oh, it is,
This
baby.
tickles
Thank
me.
you. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Honey, have a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new one.
Oh, thank you, honey. You take care of
All right.
yourself.
You too, honey.
All right, bye.
that was V Johnson from
Thank you,
Gainesville.
V. Mwah.
So glad.
And I'm supposed to say again, not call, but
Click.
click the number up the banner. I can't see. I feel like doing this. Hey, sorry. I'm so weird. See what you miss when y'all aren't around me. Poor Millie sees this all the time. She's used to my weirdness.
Oh, I'm thoroughly entertained. But that made me feel like I was back in Valdosta, where I was from.
See, I know all about Valdosta.
That's right.
Been down there many times.
Well, I think we should go all the way to Hawaii since we've been in Georgia. So you have to speak
Hey, my
proper.
sister-in-law's over in Hawaii.
We have Pinky, and I believe it's in Waipahu. And Pinky says, what inspired you to write Julian's story? I loved how everything tied together with the other books, and he is my favorite hero, but I had no idea it would turn out that way. So what inspired you? You don't have to give away the ending.
Which Julian? I have two.
Oh,
Duet.
are they spelled the same?
The League? No.
Oh, they're not spelled the same?
No.
Then it's 2 L's, I-E-N. That help?
Ah,
There you
League
go.
Julian. See, that's why I got to ask this.
There you go.
It was one of the, see, now I can tell. The whole thing with, I knew his story, but it was kind of like writing Sticks, where I didn't want to do it for a long time because I was still kind of mad at him. But in the middle of trying to write, who was I writing? What was the book I was writing when I had to stop? I stopped halfway through another book. My editor was not happy about that. Oh, gosh. I forgot now anyway, I was writing something else, and Julian was like, hello, Sherry. It's my time. I'm here. I want you to talk to me. So, yeah. Julian inspired his story.
All right. Well, that was good, and I love hearing from Hawaii. We're
I
going
do
all
too.
over.
Yay.
Well,
My girlfriend's over there, actually, right now.
We'll see. There we go.
I know, Miss Retta. I keep getting pictures of her on the beach with her laughing at me. Ha ha. Yeah.
You mean when we had the 20 degrees the other night?
Yeah, she did that. It was so wrong.
It's good friends like that that keep you going.
Yeah. I love you, Loretta.
So we're going to work our way back to the mainland of the States.
Alrighty.
To Danielle in Kybers, California. Maybe she's seen you at one of your events out there. She says, will we find out in the next Dark Hunter book if Amy had her and Fang babies?
Yes. I wouldn't do that. No, you're never going to find out. She's going to be
Never
like an
gonna find
elephant and carry the baby for 2 years. Actually, I think she
She probably
I think
has.
it's been about 2 years since we announced the pregnancy. But in Dark Hunter time, 2 years is what, 5 months?
Yeah.
Yes, you will meet. They're twins. Well, wait. Oh. Was that a spoiler?
Uh-oh.
No, we know that. That's on the side.
That was on the, yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
in
already
the
have that.
excerpt. You can see it in the excerpt.
Okay.
And we sell the babies in the Etsy store.
We don't sell the babies.
Well,
We don't sell the
hey,
babies,
they're
Sherry.
puppies. You can sell puppies. That is legal.
Oh, that's cute.
I
So
bought
if you
my
haven't
puppies.
seen, Sherry was mentioning the Etsy store. It's a Palomise garden, and there are some of the other things. And actually, someone asked, I have to find it again to find out who, but and I'll find their name
Oh, I'm
momentarily.
supposed to be signing.
Yes, keep
I
signing.
can't multitask. I'm sorry.
But someone did ask if you're going to start making the dolls again. They were out on the website, the Facebook page this past week.
Oh,
It was
the Ashton Drake dolls.
It was Deborah from Burlington, Kentucky, right up the road. Do you plan on making the old Simi and Acheron dolls again? Love them.
Well,
So-
the ones that I made a long time ago. And sold in Georgia. Yeah, well, actually, I sold them all over because I also sold them on eBay. But yeah, I would love to. Ashton Drake was supposed to do more, and they never did. So yeah, sad. But hopefully one day they'll come back out. Well, we have the plushies.
yeah, the plushies are out
Plushies
there.
are at a Palomise garden. The plushies are adorable. And I know that we are working on, Les and the Dabble Brothers are doing a couple of designs for figurines.
Oh, cool.
Which are amazing. Oh my God, can they draw or what?
They
I
are
love
they are
them.
amazing. I can't wait
love
to
their
meet them,
stuff.
but they are terrific.
I'm the world's biggest fan. Oh my God. They do it great. I love them.
So we've got Hetty B from Vineland, New Jersey says, Sherrilyn, I don't actually have a question.
Okay.
I just want to say that I and my sons love your books.
Aw.
We pass them back and forth. Of course, I try to get first dibs on them, and we're anxiously awaiting the next in the Nick series, and that's
Aw.
soon.
Thank you.
We adore you. So that's Vineland, New Jersey, and what a sweet sentiment. And we're glad that you're looking for the next in the Nick series.
Yes.
We're excited
Yes,
about
they
it.
pushed it. Unfortunately, they're opening a new line at St. Martin's.
Oh.
So instead of being out, normally it's in the springtime.
Right.
They've now moved it to the fall, but it is coming, and it's going to be
It's-
cool because.
I wrote the date the other day,
Oh
but I
no,
don't
I
remember what it
just
is.
started it, and it's
You just started
Yeah.
writing it?
no, it's well, yeah, but
The final.
the draft, but
Okay.
no, the scene. Hi, I don't have ADD, and my brain is way ahead of my mouth. Obviously, no, the scene that I was writing over the weekend. What day are we? Monday.
Today is
Today's
Monday.
So yeah, I guess it was. Don't you love how I have to
In
do
the United
my
States,
time? I'm
it's
counting
Monday.
back.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Friday, not Saturday. You were when were you last at the house?
Don't remember. Thursday,
See,
I
you
think.
don't know either. Okay?
I don't
It was the
know.
day after you were there.
Then it
Whatever
was
day
Friday.
you were there.
Then it was Friday.
Friday. Okay. See, that's how I tell time. When
I
were you at my house last?
When was
It
I
was
there?
after you were there. That's
Okay.
when it was. So,
Okay.
yeah. Oh my God.
So you're writing along. So that brings us to,
Time has no meaning. Writers have their own time zone, for those of you who don't know.
well, and we just perused down to Anna Marie's question. She's from Chester, Virginia. We got a lot of Virginia fans on tonight.
Virginia.
She says, because this is perfect for what we're talking about, how long does it usually take you to finish writing a book? Now, I will say that it takes a very long night that lasts about 5 weeks. But go ahead. What's your answer?
Yeah. It depends on the size of the book. Is it this thick? Or is it, you can't see off camera? Well, actually, behind me. Or is it ash thick?
That's right.
Obviously, just typing ash took a while. Or is it, God forbid, it's sticks length,
Sticks,
which
yeah.
is even bigger than ash. I think that is the biggest one to date. Although Born of Legend came darn close. Born of Legend's like 4 novels in one. So, yeah, it depends on the book. The longer ones take longer. Although I've had a couple of short ones that took longer than they should have. I have no control. Let me go back to the story with my son. I have no control of my characters. I wish I did.
Oh,
They're evil. I know where Chester is. Wait, okay,
you
sorry.
know where Chester is?
Ask me for directions if you ever really want to get lost, because I tell you how to get someplace
This
like a
is
true
true.
Southerner. Well, you go down to that. You remember where that barn used to be? Remember when we were kids?
See?
Yeah,
That's
no.
like that.
We're horrible people. You never want to ask a Southerner for directions. You'll be entertained, but you'll never get where you're going.
I lived in a house once, and they said go by so-and-so's field.
See?
Turn left at Bob's field and turn right
Thank
at
you.
Carl's field. And I'm like, I don't even know who Bob, Carl, and so-and-so
Well,
are.
you should know, because when we were little, they used to bring
Right.
us candy.
But I just moved there. I had no idea.
Well, you ought to know, because they have that weird house with the polka dots on it.
That's it. And Donna is from one of those areas where I would get those directions. She's from Ridgeland, South Carolina. And
There you
she
go.
says, is the Dark Hunter series still in production for TV? So for those who are just joining us, we are doing a live signing with Sherry tonight. She is live signing Born of Vengeance.
Okay, I
And
can
we are
take
going to
the hint.
address again the production for the TV series.
They
Go
are
for it.
working on it. I just talked to the producer. When did I talk to Eileen? Same writer time again. Wasn't that long ago. What month are we in? February, right?
We are already in
So
February.
it would have been last month. Wait, because yes, it
Yes.
would have been maybe a
talked to me
week
in
ago.
January, yeah.
I can't remember. But anyway, I just talked to the producer not long ago. So they are still working at it. Hopefully we'll have news soon. I know I'm anxious to. Yeah. Hopefully.
They are ready.
They're working on it. That they are working diligently.
So I'm going to let
I'm
you sign a
signing,
couple
I'm
books.
signing.
You are doing good. I'm reading a few things. So it is a beautiful day in McElhenney, Florida. And Hannah
Ooh.
sends the following 3 questions.
Ooh,
So
Okay.
should
pay
you choose
attention.
to answer all of them, I'll put them on the screen in a second. Do you think Savitar will ever have a book? Will you ever be in the Jacksonville area? And if we are, we need to go down to
I've been to Jacksonville.
the Orange Park.
Yeah, I know, right?
And when will the
I got a
Dark
friend
Hunter
who lives there.
TV series be released, which we just talked about? So we've answered one of them
All
already.
right, see.
So, and we know that we would love to go to Jacksonville anytime.
Yes.
So, do you think Savitar will ever have a book?
If he doesn't die. We go back to the head.
It's the same
thing.
answer.
After the National Posse, I have to have the disclaimer.
All right.
Because if I tell you, yes, he will have a book, and I cut his head off, or he valiantly chooses to die in a book and not return,
Okay.
that's not on me, that's on the character. So, yeah.
Y'all can feel free to keep typing in some questions. Not getting some. So keep clicking on the link and type in some questions. Go ahead and get your pre-orders. The launch is imminent for everybody in the world.
Midnight,
but you guys
can
are right
download
now.
it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should. Okay, I'm signing. I guess
Signing.
I should sign.
Angie from Bismarck, North Dakota. Do you ever consider doing signings at events in the Midwest, i.e. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, etc.?
I've been to.
And I will
I
be
haven't
the
been
first
to South
to go with
Dakota,
you to
but
any
I've been
of those.
everywhere but South Dakota.
Oh,
But yeah, I go to Minnesota quite frequently. Minneapolis. I
Well,
love Minneapolis.
so we
It's
need to
got
get
my
another
dude
event.
there. No, Minneapolis
dude?
has the world's greatest. They have media escorts that come and pick us up. And yeah.
on your trips and stuff?
Yes.
Okay,
And
yeah.
he's the most amazing because he always has like cheeseburger. He's awesome. I love him.
He has a cheeseburger ready for you when you get
Yes.
Well, if that's
and
not
he
the way
has,
to get
the
picked up
luggage,
at the
and he
airport.
meets you. He's like, "Hello, I've got your luggage. Let's go." And you get to the hotel and everything. Oh, I love him.
Well, then
So yeah, I love it.
maybe, Angie, we can reconnect with the dude and get this scheduled. That'd be good. So, I don't know if this... Well, I think this... We've already been there. Let's see. Massachusetts. In Lowell, Massachusetts. I think it's Lowell, not Lowell, but we'll see. Brittany.
I love Massachusetts. Gotta get it.
Got to get it all in there. Brittany says, which character do you feel the most connected to in the Dark Hunter world and the League world? And you answered the Dark Hunter part earlier, but she may not have been tuned in
Well,
yet.
the League.
So,
We answered the League earlier.
okay.
It's the same thing. All of them, but yet they're their own people. So it's kind of hard to say.
Well, they all inspire you and they all talk to you, but
Yeah.
who do you connect the same with all of them, really?
Yeah. Yes, I like those villains when they rip the heads off people. I have those days where it's like, and you've witnessed them, Millie, where I have to go kill somebody.
Thankfully, she doesn't actually do it, friends.
Oh no! But if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're talking, today I today I assassinated 8 people. You get the weirdest looks.
That's true.
Yeah, I know, but they're fun.
Well, you
I
do
enjoy
what you
that.
do.
I enjoy it.
You do get joy out of your work.
population
That's true.
control. Alethea gave me the best. Alethea Contes,
Uh-huh.
when we were out in San Diego 2 weeks ago, gave me the best ever. She's like, Population control. I like that.
The Dark Hunter way. Okay. I think we're trying to get some more people on the phone, so hopefully that'll be done soon and we can talk to someone live.
Yay!
Alicia, from British Columbia.
Oh,
In
my son just came back from there.
yeah, I
He was
did.
visiting his girlfriend.
From Penticton, British Columbia, and I do not know where that is, but Alicia says, I'm curious if when these stories come into your head, are you having full conversations with the characters and maybe argue with them about the way things are going? And will you ever do a book signing in British Columbia, Canada?
I have done it. I love it up there. Y'all have no bugs. No, it was hilarious because my baby is horrified of bugs. Millie can witness this.
Yes.
No, he's horrified.
It's beyond horror.
So I'm up there, and I'm from Georgia, as we know, with the thick southern drawl, where we don't have bugs. I lived in Georgia, and I lived in New Orleans. We don't have bugs. We have B-52 bombers with legs.
yeah,
who
the
dive
palmetto
bomb your head.
bugs.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Yes, and they
Roaches
crawl-
that fly.
Yes, they're
3 inches that
disgusting.
fly. Mhm.
They're horrifying. So I get up there and I call, and first of all, I'm from the South, so where's the air conditioner? And they start laughing at me going, open the window. So I go to open the window. There's no screen. I call back down to there, and lady, there's no screen. Yes, we know. You're on the 19th floor. You don't need a screen. What about the bugs? And then she laughs at me and goes, we don't have bugs. And my brain broke at that point. I'm like, no bugs? What is this madness you speak of? Everybody has bugs. We have many bugs. Our bugs have bugs, but they have more bugs. What?
They have no bugs.
So I
wow.
love this. Did I answer the question? I don't
You
even know.
did.
Okay.
We'd love to go there, and yes, you did.
no
And we're
idea.
glad she wrote in.
It's the ADD moment.
So I love where Jessica is from. She is from Alamogordo, New Mexico.
Ooh.
And she says, do you think you might make a book about Savitor and or Apollonie?
Maybe if they don't die. I can't kill a Ptolemy. So
No, that would be bad.
that would, yeah. What would happen if you killed a Ptolemy? Wait a minute, I'm thinking now.
Don't give her ideas, friends. Jessica, that might not have been a good question.
No, we can't. No, because if you killed her, that's one of the
She
six
might
primal
just kill them.
powers. Oh no, that would end life as we know it. Savitar could go; he's expendable, but Apollonie is not.
She did not just say that she was going to kill Savitar. She just said it's a possibility.
No, I said yeah, we could lose him, and no,
still have
I
a
wish
story.
I could hear y'all screaming because I know you're going. My children think that I only enjoyed them making that noise.
No, you
But it's
enjoy
not.
it.
I do enjoy it. You've witnessed the
I've seen
torture.
it.
So I like the screaming agony that they make. It lulls me to sleep at night.
Oh, hey, we have success. Another person on the phone. It's Lizeth from Anaheim.
Ah.
So here comes the phone, and I think your mic picks it up, so you can just hang on to the speaker for us to hear
okay.
her.
Hello, sweetie. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Are you having a good
Hi.
night, baby?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are you having a good night? Whoops.
Yes,
I'm
literally
told
just
my
got off
microphone's
work.
messed up. Oh, fun. I hope, or not. But at least you're home, right?
I guess you can say it's fun. I would have rather been working for Ash instead.
Oh, there you go. You and me both, man.
Wow,
We didn't
I
lose
actually
you, right?
was not
Look.
expecting the phone call.
Well, did you have a question, Lizeth?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
there was a
did
little
you?
bit of noise.
Oh, sorry. Did you have a question?
Yes. My question was between Bethania and Simi, who's more hardcore at least to you? I guess to punish those that hurt those that they love.
That's hard. I mean, this is like, there's conversations that my boys have. Like in a fight between Optimus Prime and Godzilla, who would take them?
I think Godzilla.
I don't know, because Simi would be pretty badass. I mean,
Oh, she is. I love Simi.
Simi is that person who would, like, fillet your skin off and barbecue it in front of you and, like, make you eat your face, what she's
It's a
eating your
family
face.
show.
I know, but that is Simi. I mean,
That's
that.
Simi. She would do that, and she wouldn't care.
And she looks so cute while she does it. That to me,
Exactly,
that's
but
what's
she
so
would have
insidious.
like innocent smile.
Exactly. And she'd have the barbecue stains around her mouth going, now your leg. No, this would be so cool. So I think Simi, because she would be psychologically more damaging because she looked so adorable. And she has that little voice, Simi gonna eat your head. And she means it. So I think
She would
Simi.
mean it.
Yeah, I think Simi for the win.
All right.
I would have to think, yeah, probably. Bess would be more of like, she'll take her sweet time, and then when you least expect it, she'll do it all in one blow.
But you would see it coming with her, because she looks
You would,
intense.
yeah.
That's why, yeah, with her there would be no day. It's like it's on. I'm taking it. That's why I think Simi would probably be, because Simi would relish it a lot more.
Speaking of Simi, I know that you were in Phoenix several months ago, and I do have to say, I am really sorry about the comment my brother did when you were over in Phoenix.
What'd he do? Wait, which one?
You were in Phoenix, Arizona several months ago.
Yeah.
Most likely my brother's watching this, so I'll just say it. He asked you about when is Simi going to get her own book.
Oh,
That
actually,
was my brother.
oh no, that's precious. Actually, Alethea and I are talking about doing a series. Well, me,
You?
being the Dabble Brothers, and I have been talking about doing like a little Simi. What do you call
Figurine?
them?
The figurines or the stories?
Not the figurines.
I need more than that. A little bit more.
Words. You can tell
Coloring
I wrote a
book,
lot.
manga,
We're
series,
there.
poster.
Comic strip.
There you
Comic
go.
strip.
All right.
I wrote a lot. I'm over my word limit for the day. We were talking about doing ideas for comic strips. Anyway, so while I was off with Alethea, where was I? San Diego.
Yeah, you were in San Diego a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So Alethea and I are going to be doing something. We don't know yet, but something with comic strips and Simi. So she
Excellent.
will be having either a cookbook or her own little adventures, maybe both. But something. We're gonna do something with Simi
All right.
in the next
Yay!
month.
I know my brother will be happy to hear that at long last.
I know, right?
Well, Lizeth, your
Yeah,
brother's
'cause
not the only one
I
asking
think
that.
another thing that he asked you is that if she would ever get a boyfriend.
Why would you do that?
You don't want that. Simi doesn't need a boyfriend.
That's just so wrong. This is gonna be like,
No,
oh, this
no
would.
boyfriend, just give it barbecue sauce.
No, why would you hate anybody that bad? It'd be like trying to date my brother's daughters. My brother was this massively 6'4", Green Beret, confirmed kill man. And they'd come to the door for his daughter, and he's another one would vibrate the whole house. Boom, 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 boom. He'd grab him by the throat and go, dude, no. Yeah.
All
Why
right.
would you do that to me, man? That's just cold.
Well, we're glad you called, Lizeth. Thanks so much
Yeah,
for tuning
thank you,
in.
baby. You have a good night.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
Aw. Well, get some dinner,
yeah.
sweetie.
I don't have a budget.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna show this to some of my friends who I'm actually starting to get them into reading the books. And
Oh,
I know my
yay.
brother, he loves your books, especially Chronicles of Nick. That is his most favorite ones.
Aw, tell him thank you. And tell him,
I
yes,
can't,
we will have that Simi book.
and I'll tell him, send her a picture when you finally get your sticks.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I got mine a long time ago and he never did it. We were supposed to do them together.
See, brothers do that. They get you into more crap. I love brothers. My brother got me into so much trouble.
I guess me and my brother got each other both into trouble because we say that we are like ash and sticks, except, I'm a girl.
Well,
That's the only difference.
Ash and Simi. You can be Ash
There
and
you
Simi.
go. It's a fun thing.
There you go.
Ah.
Oh, well, thank you for calling, sweetheart. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and I
Oh.
love your books. I
Oh,
love your
bless you,
characters, and I
baby.
love you.
Thank you so much, honey. You have a good night, honey.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you, sweetie. Good night.
Good night.
Well, we do hope Lizeth will stay tuned as we continue our live signing tonight. Sherry is signing live the new
that was a hint.
Born of
That was a
Vengeance
hint.
coming out soon.
I
so
love
you
the
are here.
subtlety of that hint.
I'm Millie, and we're just having a little chat with
see
the
how that
questions from
goes.
around the world.
I have the mighty memory, you know
That's
this.
right. We are multitasking to a fault. So, we have a question. When you wrote your first book, Sherry, how did you find a publisher? And that's from Dennis. Denys from Binghamton, New York.
I
So,
did that a
yep.
very long time ago. I went to this obsolete building called a library, which my kids were like, is that room in that school that I attend that I never walked into? Yes, child. You know the one I kept telling you go to the library?
Go to the library.
Because magic things live there. I'm not, this is not at you, Dennis. It's my children, my pet peeve with them. It's that building. You know, it's awesome. But anyway.
It is a fabulous
That is my dig, my
building.
personal dig at my children, whom I love and adore. But your mother is a writer. Why are you afraid of libraries? Anyway, sorry, segue. And I have the watch. But
For those who missed it, Sherry did find a lost
my son's watch.
It was a Christmas
Yes,
present.
I have
and Sherry now has
confiscated
it.
the child's
She
watch.
owns it.
He lost it 3 days after it was his gift, and it's not mine. Anyway, so, yeah, I was picking on my children. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a bad parent. Anyhow.
No.
How did I find my first publisher? Way back when I first was trying to get published, Lord, there was no internet. Well, there was an internet, but ARPA owned it, and
Right.
it was not allowed for commercial use of any kind. So you couldn't get online and go search anything. Yeah, so I had to go make friends with the card catalog and look up antiquated information.
And for those young folks out there, that's a drawer you pulled out that had little cards in it, and you could
It
read
is
all about a
true.
book.
And then back then, because by the time we got information published, it was antiquated. So you'd have to actually call up to the publishing house and go, "Hi, I'm writing science fiction. Who's your acquiring editor?" "Okay, thank you." And then they'd usually go, "Do you have an agent?" "We don't take an agented." "Thank you."
Aw.
So, and a group of friends and I, we would actually take turns because, long distance calls back then were not cheap. And our parents would be like, "What have you spent all your money on? How dare you? How dare you?" So we would, once a week, we would all have our own publisher and we'd rotate them. Because if you called the same publisher, we were always afraid they'd recognize our voice and be like, "Weren't you here last week? I gave you that information. It hasn't changed." But then you'd call and it would have changed and you didn't want to be that person. So, yeah. That's
And
what we did.
nowadays, you can look online for publishers,
Yeah, now
and you
you
can
can
find
look.
all
Now
kind of
it's easy.
how
And
to
they
publish
take
a book.
email stuff, which is amazing. So, yeah.
One of my favorite questions, since I answer the emails and get to help answer the Facebook posts, how did you create the Andarian language? And that's Rachel from where I used to live in Columbia, South
You mean
Carolina.
Andarian?
It was I was
Andarian?
reading what was spelled. Sorry,
Oh,
Andarian. Yes.
Andarian.
My reading. Yep.
How
How
did
did
I
you
create
create
it?
it? Mhm.
Well, gibberish is my natural tongue, so
That's
Andarian
true.
just kind of rolled. No, I liked to conlang, so yeah, that was my weird. I was raised in a house where they didn't speak one language; they spoke quite a few. And I was raised at Fort Benning, so a lot of my friends, my babysitter was Vietnamese. I had, my mother's best friend was Creole, so I was around all these different languages. Yeah, half my family speaks Spanish, so it was just being exposed to all the different languages. I was always very fascinated by them. My grandfather, of all people, spoke Aramaic, which is a very fascinating language. So
When you were growing up, yes.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, but so yeah. And how did I create the Andarian? I started with a couple of words when I was knee-high to a grasshopper and just kind of built it out from there. I structured the language mostly around Old English phraseology, around the grammar of Old English. Some of the root words are Old English, but not all. So it's a mixture of just fantastical words that I created, root words, and Old English.
Great. Thanks for answering that question for Rachel. And friends, we have about 15 minutes on this live signing and chatting. So if you'll click that link above Sherry's head and ask us a question,
I feel
that
like
would be
I ought to
helpful.
be like Vanna White.
You could be Vanna, just don't flip the letters.
I always wanted to do that. I always thought she was so elegant. My grandmother was addicted to that show. And so I'd be like,
But you and I remember when she actually had to turn every
Yeah,
letter
that's
instead
true.
of
Yeah,
touching
yeah.
the corner.
that's true.
So,
I didn't know she touched them. See, I
She
thought
touches
she
them
did.
now, yeah.
Oh.
So click that link, friends, fans, minions out there. And we need some more questions, so write us some questions. And Sherry's going to keep signing.
Gonna keep signing. There we go.
So if you call
I'm
an
signing
order,
this.
you'll get that signed copy, and you can also ask a question. Kathleen in Browns Mills, there are S's on both words, Browns Mills, New Jersey, says, thank you for a wonderful world for me to escape to, but why, oh, why did you give my beloved Fane away? I'm so heartbroken. Kathleen.
I didn't do it. He did it.
See, she blames her characters for everything.
I do. When I was a little girl, it was a lot of fun. My mother's like, quit blaming those imaginary people. Take responsibility. Oh, that was loud. Take responsibility. Yeah. Hi, Micro. I've been trying to be quiet because I have a loud indoor voice. Like when it's you who usually says to me, I'm not across the river. So I was sitting there going, which is my friend who says that? Wait, it's you, isn't it?
It's not me.
It is you who tells me that you're in the house.
When I'm in the house. You're in the house,
really
Sherry.
loud.
We're all in the house.
I know. And you get me with my youngest son, who's even worse to modulate than I am. It's scary.
He is funny.
I love that booger.
He is funny.
My baby.
Oh, and we get a lot of this on email. And your fans, Sherry, they connect with some of the hard struggles that your characters have. And so we get a lot of fans that ask this, but Kristen got through and gave us this little request. She's from Crofton, Maryland, and she says, will you say hello to my friend Rain? She's been hit with a lot of things this year, and it would be the world to both of us. Go for it.
Yeah,
Rain.
Rain, hang in there, baby. Yeah. Life should not be this hard. So, yeah, baby, just say hi and please, I hope it gets better. I will keep you in my prayers.
Yep.
Because, yeah, it is very hard.
And you've got a good friend in Kristen. She's watching out for you, and she's encouraging you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. So, yes, it's going to get better. This is going to be your year. And next year will be even better because I said so.
There you go.
Not that they ever listen to me, but you know what? We're going to do it.
Sherry has great power.
Yes. Hey, my great-great-grandmother cursed an entire town to oblivion. She
Don't
did.
tell them what town that is. They might know people there. They used to be there.
There's nobody
but
there.
They used to be there, so
It's
don't
a
tell them.
total ghost town. She cursed them into oblivion. We had the mojo in my family. It's awesome. So,
well.
yes, I'm giving you the mojo for good karma. Because
Good stuff.
unlike my great-great-grandmother, I would never do that to a town. That was so wrong. But, yes, I'm sending you good karma.
Yay. And Rain, we are going to keep you in our thoughts.
Absolutely.
So I've got a couple people saying the same thing. So we're just going to give a call out, a little shout out to Del Norte, Colorado, and Don, to Freeport, New York, and Tara. They just say they love your books. Thanks for writing.
Aw, thank you, guys.
Keep
Bless
writing.
you for reading. Please keep reading, please. Oh, gosh, I'm on that side.
Yay.
Please keep reading. This is the better side. Much better. So remember, when you're walking around with the book,
Hold the title out, not
this
Sherry's
side,
picture.
not that one. No, please. Black cover would be awesome.
Now,
Why did they put me on that?
That-
Oh, gosh. Years ago, I was published before my children were born. And so when they got old enough, Mommy, what do you do for a living? I don't have that here, do I? No, I had it up there for the longest time on the board. But anyhow, so, yeah, my kids had no concept. And when the oldest was in kindergarten, they had to do these little art projects. And it had this woman on the stairs. And at the top of the stairs were 3 little boys with their hands up like, ah! And underneath written the childish script, Mommy coming up from the basement to see us. Great. They think your dad's a serial killer. You know? Love my children. Anyway, so when he got a little older, I'm like, okay, we're in a bookstore. My children who are afraid of books, we're in a bookstore. And I pull one of the books off, and in the back of it, there's a picture of my old Kinley books of me and the dog. I'm like, this is what your mother does. And he has these deep, beautiful dimples that cut moons into his cheeks.
Yes.
And his little blue eyes lit up. And he's got the dimples. He's like, ah! And I'm thinking, yes, I finally have my Helen Keller moment where my son knows what his mother does.
No.
He grabs the book out of my hand, and he runs to the next aisle, and he goes, look, my dog's in the book.
Aww. That is your child.
That is my child.
I love your children.
He still thinks it's awesome. The dog is in the book.
The dog is in the book. Yep.
And I can't wait for him to publish his first book. I'm going to give him hell.
Maybe you'll be in that book.
Or
the cats will be there.
Don't give him ideas.
The cats will be in the book. I love this one because I've been around you a lot and I'm not real sure there's a distinction. But Linda in Raymond, New Jersey says, how do you focus on your writing and keep reality at bay? So there you go, Sherry.
You notice the ADD going on tonight.
It's totally like that, friends, all the time.
Yeah.
It is like that all the time.
Really, the characters are the only way I can focus. I mean, yeah.
Sherry says, I'm going to go write, and 49 minutes later, she's back up with something else her brain found.
Yeah, it's
So.
terrible. Well, yeah. Well, it's either that or
Cyclical.
actually raise my children. And,
That's true.
yeah, they start fighting. I'm like, oh, deadline. I got to go, baby. You handle that. So, yeah. How do I keep real life at bay? Loud death metal. Works charms. I learned that growing up in a house full of boys. You put on Ozzy or Men of War, put on the headphones, crank it up, and this is why I'm hard of hearing.
That's
But
one of the reasons.
it was no way to focus. In fact, I'm that person who, when I went to college, I got into the dorm and went, it's so quiet. And my roommate, I can still see her going, where are you from? An artillery range at Fort Benning with a lot of loud boys.
With 8 boys
And
in the
2
house.
deaf
and,
parents. No, see, in all honesty, my parents were hard of hearing. My sister was actually deaf. So, yeah, it was a very loud household.
Oh, well, friends, you are tuned in for the final about 10 minutes or so of a live signing of Born of Vengeance with Sherrilyn Kenyon. We're glad you joined us. We've got folks from around the world, and we've got time for some more questions. So please click that link above Sherry's head. She can't see it, but I'm assured that you can. Click that link and get your pre-launch copy. It'll be signed and sent to you with some goodies. We've got some cards, some books, bookmarks, a little calendar or
This
postcard.
is fun. No wonder
couple
my
of
friend
good
Kim did
things.
this. Hey,
So
Kim,
we'll
it's
get-
a wave to you, baby girl. Look, I can do it too.
Our friends
Except I'm
will
not
get
as
that
pretty
out
doing
to
it.
you.
She was much more elegant. She
Oh.
sucked the grace out of me as children.
So click that link and get me some more questions. But right now we've got, we get this a lot in the emails, and I do recognize this person's name. She did send you a couple books. One she gave to you, I think, at a signing. But Sherry in Bonners Ferry, Idaho, says it's not really a question, but you inspire me in my writing. You're my #1 favorite author, and I hope one day to meet you. So obviously she's not the one that gave you a book in a signing, but somebody did. But she says, also hope you got the book I did send you. So she is just excited, but I get emails like that all the time, that you inspire all these young writers, some older folks who've decided to write.
Yay, good. Please keep writing.
And we tell them, write something every day. And that
Absolutely.
on your website, for those who haven't visited, SherrilynKenyon.com, you've got author notes, you've got under author, you've got Q&A, you've got history of, I always tell them they're anecdotes, both fun and frustrating, on how to get published. You've got your old way, not all the way back to the card catalog, but sort of. And then under resources, there's stuff for writers, for librarians, for students, for teachers.
Yeah.
All of you students who want to do a book report or something, she's got a Q&A ready for you.
I try.
So, but go read all that. She's got encouraging items for you. Sign up for the Minion newsletter. That'll get you some information on more events like this. This event, all the
Absolutely.
signings she'll do, the
Absolutely.
live con events.
And hopefully they'll tour me more.
That's
So
right. We've
I
got
got to
all
do
these
it.
people want you to come. So
I want to go to Hawaii. St.
Well-
Martin's, Hawaii. 2 tickets because I have to have somebody with me.
and I'm on board.
There you go.
I'll go.
Hawaii. The big island.
This person
anywhere. I don't
anywhere, any
care.
of the islands. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll go.
As long as it's not on top of the volcano, I'm good.
Well, they've got too many people there. They said this week over 1,000 people go every morning to see the sunrise. It's getting damaged, so don't go there. Go
Okay.
somewhere else. Let's see. This person did not claim their question, but it's a pretty good question. If you could have dinner with anyone living or dead, who would it be and why? And I say one of your characters and someone in real world. I edited the question.
Chaucer, only because
Oh, that'd be fun.
I would get that.
That'd be
I
so
would
much
get back at
fun.
my father.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because my dad, when I took Old English, he's like, "Why, honey? Just learn to say y'all want fries with that. Why you wasting your money and time on a class you ain't never gonna need?" Daddy, one day we could bring him back, and I could talk to him.
She does do it in the Old English, friends, and you won't be able to understand it. But there are some
I
wonderful,
love it.
beautiful translations that I could
Yes.
understand.
So I would love it.
Chaucer
because
would
I
be
could
cool.
Talk to him and prove my dad was wrong.
There you go. And one of your characters, living or dead, that you'd actually like to actually spend more time with.
Oh, wait,
good. They can see your
wrong
picture.
Side.
They can see your picture.
Wrong side.
Could be
Oh,
from a
God,
long
that's
time ago. Come
That
on.
is hard. Well, I know, because there's so many great characters. Let's see. That sounded really bad, but I think they're great. They're like my children. My children are awesome. I have the best children in the world.
Assassins, dear friends, are always great if you haven't
I'm
gathered.
thinking. Who would I? Oh, I just hit the microphone. Sorry. Did y'all go deaf? I think you might have. Simi would be fun because with Simi would come great food.
There you go.
That's true.
And if you are going to have dinner.
But then Savitar, you'd have a beach and a surfboard.
Okay, I guess you could bring them both, one to cook
That
and
could
one
be
to
fun.
serve.
But then again, both Julian and Nikarian, both of them cook.
Yeah,
So you'd
friends, we have about
awesome-
5 minutes. If she goes through all her characters, we're never
Yeah, I
going to get
know.
done.
But Nick would have wings. Nick Gaucher has wings and
All right.
and that awesome accent. So I don't know all any. They'd all be fun. Tabitha would eat beignets. I don't know. I'd enjoy any.
All right. David from Ada, Ohio. Excuse me. I know where that is. Ada, Ohio. If given the opportunity, would you make any of your books into a movie or TV series? So we're going to tell you, David, that's in the works. There's information on the website, SherrilynKenyon.com. Facebook gives you
And
updates
on
when we can.
Internet Movie Database.
Yes, and if you
IMDb.
are an actor, a producer, and anything, go there to IMDb Pro.
Yeah,
Get signed up. Go work for us.
Well, no, yeah,
Go.
that's true.
Go get a job.
No, Amber Entertainment's working on it, so
Okay.
yeah. But
Go
yeah,
get a job.
Yeah.
Good
Hopefully
job, and
soon.
stay. Maybe we can see you on the big screen or the little screen.
Yeah.
And sign up for the Minion newsletter. You'll get all of that upcoming information anytime Sherry gets it, which she met with the producers, but we're waiting for more info. But they are working. We're
They
excited.
are working hard. Sean Harrison's going to be our director. He's amazing. He did the video that we had last summer. He drove it down to Comic-Con for us, so it was
Wonderful.
amazing. Oh my God, they're so great, so talented.
And Brianna must have come in a little bit later, so we're going to connect her real quick to the question. Please let us know if Simi gets her own book. And Sherry told us the cool stuff. Alethea
and
the
I are
Dable
working
brothers.
on doing mini books or mini comic strips for her, and hopefully a Dark Hunter alphabet book, which is
See.
going to be cool.
That will be cool. And we're wrapping up shortly, folks, so you can still order your autographed copy because Sherry will keep signing.
I am going to keep signing.
She's going to keep signing, so
and
go ahead and
these
order.
will be tucked in later.
You'll get all the freebies, the postcard, the bookmark, some trading cards,
The
character
magnet.
cards, and a magnet.
And a
Very
magnet,
cool.
and a big magnet with all the releases for the year.
So I'm skimming the questions because we don't have time to do everybody. So I'm just going to skim real quick and let you know some of these about writer's block and things like that. Those you can find some of Sherry's wonderful advice
Yeah, and I
and
don't
hints
get
on the
writer's
website.
block because about the time I do, my children have a problem. And I go, wow, I really want to help with that. Dad, I got to go write. And so ends my writer's block.
So if you can escape your children, you no longer have writer's block.
That is the truth.
Well,
They're
this is the
best.
perfect time for this question. If you're in the United States and probably around the world, but if you're in the United States, it is cookie time. So Brietta from Prescott, Arizona, and I know Sherry does love cookies, but I don't actually know the answer to this question. So first she wants to say, you're the only author whose books I run to the store for on the day of their
bless you,
release.
baby.
And Brietta, we do hope you're getting it tonight, so you don't even have to run to the store. So I can start on them right away. So on that note, when are you coming back to Phoenix so I can bring more books for you to sign? And remember, get that one tonight, and she's already signed it. I won't have as many this time. Second, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? So we're ending with the
Oh my
good cookie
gosh.
question. Good cookie question. It can be the old
Tag-alongs.
cookies. See, there you go.
Tag-alongs. Thin mints. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing as a
there is
bad.
No, there
is a
is.
bad one.
What's that one that I don't eat that's got the ick in it?
The coconut
You know, it's
icky
got.
one?
It looks like a thing, a blob. It's got like coconut.
It's the coconut one. Yeah, I think there's Samoans or something. And I don't do
Something
coconut
like that.
either. Yeah.
It's gross. I'm sorry, Girl Scout people.
It's not a gross cookie
I never got to
for
be a
people
Girl
who
Scout.
don't like
I'm
coconut
sorry,
cookies.
it is
It's
not
not
to my cup
not
of
a
tea.
tasty one.
I know Kim loved them growing up, and she would eat them, and I would look at her going, "It looks like you're eating a fur baby. What are you doing?"
And
It's
Simi
a
would put
tarantula.
barbecue sauce on it. So
That
there
is
you
true,
go.
and Cindy would love them, but they are not. That is the only bad Girl Scout cookie in my opinion.
Well, it may look like Sherry's table of books is empty, but it's not. It will be
have many.
refilled
Yes,
after we
many,
sign
many
off.
times.
But we're going to sign off for you folks. We're so thankful that you joined
Yeah,
us tonight.
thank you guys for coming. Thank you very, very
thanks,
much for
and
having
thanks,
fun
Sherry.
and coming in.
It's been fun chatting with you when we're not running all over chasing down rabbits
Yeah, this
or
is
cats
great. Yeah,
or boys.
I know, right? Yay.
So thanks, friends, and have a great night. Sign up for the Minion newsletter, SherrilynKenyon.com. Get your book on that link right above Sherry's head. You can still do that after we sign off. Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.
This is like an online book signing thing. So I'll be signing books, and then I'll be answering questions.
We're going to take 3 phone calls from some lucky winners. So just like if you stood in line for hours and hours, this is your chance to have a second with Glenn and ask him questions.
We're hanging out again. We are live here at Franklin Entertainment in the office, kicking it. Hi, guys.
I'm going to sign as we go, and you can buy, and we will ship this right to you. And we're also answering questions. Do you have any questions over there?
How does one get on The Bachelor?
As a seasoned comedian, do you ever completely bomb anymore? And if so, how do you deal? Oh, I have the best bombing story.
What's the most satisfying snack to eat while wearing sweatpants?
Have you girls ever thought about writing a book all together about your teen mom journey?
What inspired you to write about the things you write about in this book?
What is it like partnering with your sister on a business?
What's the most amusing question you got as press secretary?
Sean from California, you're live.
I would love to know what your favorite story that you covered for Inside Edition is.
I'm wondering, what do you do for you personally to recharge and refresh yourself?
I wanted to know what it was like seeing the stash plan for the first time when it was like a book and you had a copy of it.
I think I started crying, actually.
You did. You got emotional.
I was,
I
yeah.
had like pure happiness. It was a wonderful moment.
This is great. I hope I get his voicemail. I think this is actually the wrong number. But anyway, I was looking to buy a used Vespa. It was on Craigslist. It was a purple 1973 Vespa. It was missing the seat.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Trump. You just made my year.
So thank you guys so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your days. I hope all of you that asked so many questions get some sleep.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Bye.
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 Thank you for watching, folks.
Thank you, everyone. LiveSigning.com.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
I believe this is as close to a hard wrap as I'll ever get, and this is as close to doing home shopping as I'll ever be.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go get drunk.
Is that how we end it? I spilled water. I'm losing my voice. Mwah.
Are we selling books, by the way? Good.